Hey, good morning, everyone. So, who else has their days mixed up today? So, here we are. Vacation, vacation. Well, home staycation, but delightful egg coffee, two delightful fried eggs. Look at those. Lovely. With my burrata globes, day two of that reintroduction, and two egg crepes. So, I think I'm having an awesome meal number one today. Yes, indeed. Ooh, jealous? Probably not, but I feel like it's extra indulgent this morning. I don't know why, but I am thrilled. So I guess I was really missing the cheese and I didn't even realize it. Like, it didn't feel that, but man, it's been so good. I am thrilled. So there's our meal number one, and we'll have more information later today. I do have a great big old pork butt that I have put on the smoker. So we'll have pulled pork. It's a reintroduction of that. So I'm looking forward to that. Something that's not beef, even though I love beef and I'll eat it all the time anyways. But yeah, I was really looking forward to the pulled pork. It's in the smoker. It's going to take forever to cook because it was a big one. So I'll talk to you later. Hey everyone, how about another cat game? Today, the game of the day is Calico. And what you're trying to do in Calico is design quilts to attract cats and score points. Every player, and by the way, it does have a solo mode. It can play 1 to 4 players, but each player gets a player board, a quilt board, where you have to get certain, these tiles, when they get placed, have goals of what you need to get groupings of so that you can attract cats for points. And so like this cat, he's worth 7 points. If you get the right design pattern and it fits, then there you go. You would get that score. And as you can see, you can get a lot of these. So different cat tiles based on that. You have, where did it go? Oh, right here. Your quilt pieces, which is when you have your goal. You'll be matching these pieces up. You're trying to get a set collection of them, certain tiles, set up certain ways to attract the cat. And at one point in time, you are also, here's a little button scoring because your quilts need buttons. And so you can see there's a variety of buttons that you can have, little rainbow buttons, little purple mushroom buttons, little green leaves. So there's a couple more, but so that's basically it. And of course, the winner of the game gets the Master Quilter Award. So Calico, it's real cute. The rules are pretty simple. It looks lofty, but they're actually really big with big graphics. And it's a real fun game. It's very easy to play. Like I said, and there are solo roles, so if you want to play a game just by yourself because everybody is at work and you got the day off and you don't want to watch any more mindless TV, there you go. You've got a great things that you can do. It has a nice little score pad too. However, I will tell you, when I get games that have these score pads, this is really nice, but I like to take a few of their actual score sheets and then I just get them laminated so that I can get dry erase markers and reuse them. And then I never have to worry about running out regardless of how many times I play the game, or because I take my game library to conventions sometimes, they can just get used and used and used. and I don't run out or have to worry about like them getting spilled or damaged, that kind of thing. So, uh, Calico. By the way, this is an AEG game. AEG, we featured a few of their games, so as you can tell, we enjoy their games here in this household. I have an awesome game from AEG to share with you, but it's enormous. So we'll maybe talk about that another time. But as you can see, I have a lot of games, and even though we've gone through a lot, pretty much most of the things on the shelves behind me we have not looked at except for Rampage. We pulled out Rampage. So we got lots to talk about, don't we? So I hope that you pick up a copy of Calico. I highly encourage it because it is a fun little game and I think that you will like it a lot. By the way, I was on Ready Set Keto last night and they talked about playing Red Dragon Inn. I have Red Dragon Inn. However, I have like the ultimate Red Dragon Inn with all the expansions, and the box is actually ginormous and heavy, so that's probably the number one reason that I haven't pulled it out. And I'll be honest, I love Red Dragon Inn. However, it is a very it is not the game that I would pull out for just any time. It is a game that I'll pull out with players that I already know the game, or are also RPGers. Who can, and people who pick up the rules really quickly and easily, and who are also good with house rules to make up on the fly, because there are a couple things that can happen in Red Dragon Inn that might make the game less fun for one person. If you lose and you lose really early and everybody still has a lot of play left, it can suck because then you're stuck there with, and I think that makes people feel bad. So we have house ruled so that when that happens, we take the first character's monies and divide it up amongst the table. Then we have the person bring in a new character and we give it some disadvantages so that they continue playing, but it's not massively unfair with like a whole new character. So those are just one of those weird little things that we do. But I'll bring it out sometime and show you the Red Dragon Inn. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely a party game, but it's definitely, like I said, it's a party game. It's your Red Dragon Inn, so you're adventurers in the bar, and you have your fortitude, which is how sturdy you are, because you're in the bar, so you're drinking in the tavern. And of course, adventuring and gambling and all of the fun things that adventurers do when they're not out in the world adventuring. So, see, it's almost like we're getting a two for today. I promise I will pull it out separate. I just wanted to talk about it because it was on my mind, and I am too lazy to get the box out. This was easy because it's a little box. I'm just saying there's a difference. Shoot, we've got poker right down there, so I can play normal things too. Hard to believe sometimes, but this is a good theme game. And like I said, very family friendly, lots and lots of fun. I do have some more not so family friendly games, so I'll share those as we go through as well. So how are we doing on how are we recovering from the holiday? I'm really curious as to how other people are doing. I see lots of posts, people who made choices to not adhere to their food plans, or just from overindulgence, not feeling well, and I'm just curious as to what you think are good recovery techniques for that. For me, I'm fine because I'm really being cautious about, adhering to my reintroduction. I want to make sure that I do what I need to do to keep myself healthy. Healthy is a big deal to me. But I know that that's not a necessary thing for everybody. And for some people, sometimes, and even for me, sometimes just going off track for a day and feeling like crap for a couple days and then getting back on track is fine. Do you guys hear that? I have no idea. I guess we're having a jet. That was unexpected. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about it. And am I going to re-record this whole thing? No, because while I blathered on here, I just packed everything back up into the game all neat and tidy. I'm not unpacking it again until later when maybe I decide to play it. But wow, it's really hanging around, and that was really loud and close. I mean, we're not even that close to the airport. Occasionally we hear something, but not usually that loud. Um, I have been getting texts from my kid who is so put out right now because today is the huge OSU v Michigan game. And they told me that the party started at about 3 a.m. this morning. And by 6 a.m., there were already drunk people screaming in the yards and people driving the cars up and down the street and honking the horns at 6 o'clock in the morning. So they're not too thrilled. They were saying that they kind of regretted that staying home at campus and not just crashing out here at the house. And to be fair, I was like, you just go home. How bad can it be? It's just like football. But yeah, I might have misjudged that one. So, well, on the other hand, it's life experience, right? I have no idea if that's a good thing or not, but I'm going to pretend it is. I do feel bad for them. I can't imagine. And the game just started at noon, so maybe it's settled down for a little bit. Maybe people will be invested in watching the game and less invested in the beer pong on the lawns. I will tell you that my kid is like super uptight, so they're not the party sorts. And I just chuckle. Do you hear that one? Another one. What is going on around here? It's crazy. I'm really curious. I think I have to go outside. Oh, which by the way, I'm going to have to do anyways. I just recently wrapped my pork loin. It hit that 165, or my pork loin, pork butt. It hit 165, so I put some butter and some apple cider vinegar and a little bit more of the salt seasoning on there. And I'm so excited. It's, I'm sure it's going to be awesome because, pulled pork is always really good. So, and it seems to be going along well. There is a lot of fluid in there, so we'll see. But it'll have several hours to go before it hits that 205 Pro Butter Tender. But I've already got my claws out. I'm ready for it. And now that I've shared a game with you and we've heard Jets twice, I'm going to get going before another one comes by. I'm really curious as to what that is, but we'll see. So I will let you guys hear about the game later too. I'm sure we'll be all bursting at the seams with excitement over the OSU v Michigan game. It's a big deal here. By the way, Mission Meats, they're in Michigan. But when they sponsored our KetOH-IO, they said they were so glad to see us. They almost said OH-IO, but they didn't want to get in trouble in their hometown. So I thought that was funny that they had an awesome sense of humor. So again, I will support them and because they're good to us and their products are high quality. They don't sponsor me in any way, shape, or form, but they did make a nice donation for KetOH-IO and they also donated to Keto-Palooza for the swag bags. As you know, we all got a Mission Meat Stick, so good support for the keto community. Grass-fed beef, can't go wrong. So, all right, now I'm really done. I have no idea why I was blathering about Mission Meats. Probably because it was on my mind. And I think the OSU v Michigan triggered that random connection. I'm done. I'll be back for meal 2 a bit later. Don't be surprised, but I'm going to wait for pulled pork. See ya. Hey everyone, it's time for meal 2. And just like I said, I've got my pulled pork. It was in the smoker like all day, and then it rested in the cooler for like 2.5 to 3 hours. And then I've got 2 more of my burrata right next to it. And that's my meal 2. Really simple. I'll have some water to drink and probably an evening coffee. I didn't have my afternoon coffee yet because we ran to the hardware store. And then we thought the smaller sheet of plywood would fit in the Prius. It didn't, so I had to wait while the car got swapped. And so it's later than usual. I'm hungry. And so that's it for today's video. I'm going to go eat And I hope that you are having an amazing weekend. Share what you are doing this weekend. I would love to hear about it. So I'll talk to you later. Just leave that down in the comments. And remember, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and then the little bell icon so you're notified every time I upload or go live. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.